Yeah, these cocksuckers is definitely fucking with my phone because the video just ended. And I'm like, yo, I didn't even touch nothing. Shit just cut off. But anyway, like I said, like the tile. So the tile ended like when you got to the elevator. Feel me? So like, had to mop all that tile up. I had to clean and sanitize the inside and the outside of the elevator. So that like my closet is the elevator. Like where the door is, that's like another hallway. It goes to supervisor's office, and then like it stops at a certain point. The rest of it is carpet. The carpet led towards the other exit door that I was telling you about, where the other trash can was, or is. So clean that up. Excuse me, vacuum that area. Then there's that hallway I was talking about. There's a stair. There's some stairs right there. Then by the elevator, if you keep walking straight, there's another exit door that leads to the other side of the building, like where the boiler room is. There's another staircase there, and there's a third staircase by the pool. So all those staircases had to be swept. Tile area had to be mopped. Most of the time, I just did the painstaking task of just starting from either the first or starting from the third and working my way up or down the stairs with the vacuum cleaner. That shit used to take forever, but I'm like, my nigga, I'm not sweeping. I'm gonna just vacuum it. So I'm saying, make sure everything is picked up. But all of this strenuous work, really, it was on the first floor. The only shit that took long, because mind you, it's 3 floors in the hotel. The second floor and the third floor, those hallways are long as shit. You understand me? Those hallways are really long. So put it this way. Everybody from my hood, everybody from my city, everybody that know about my hood, right? So I want to say the hallway, what analogy could I use? Damn, son. Let's look outside, shall we? So I want to say the hallway was probably from my steps to probably about that chain link fence separating my parking lot from the other parking lot building on Sig. So put it this way, where that tree is to the left, that big tree, big tall one to the left of the dumpster, from that tree to the door back door going into my building. Like, that's how long the hallway is. So, like, when you get off the elevator, so it's basically, you go to the window on the second floor, all the way down the hall towards the staircase going down to the pool. So that shit was long, dude. That shit was really, 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 really long. And it's like it's two parts that you have to vacuum, because when you get off the elevator, there's another hallway. Because like all the floors are set up the same. Not exactly the same, but almost the same. So when you got off the elevator, there's another hallway, and all that is all carpet. So once you get off the first floor, there's like no tile. Everything is all carpet, unless you get into the rooms. I think like most of the rooms had like hardwood floor, and like the bathrooms were tile. It's kind of like my house, hardwood floor and then tile in the bathroom. But anyway, I'd have to vacuum that other hallway, but it just made sense to vacuum the long one first. Because the fuck I look like doing the short one and then having to go do the long one. That's dumb as hell. Knock the long one out first and then do the short one. And then you move up to the third floor. Vacuum the long hallway, vacuum the short one. I was pretty much done after that. I always paced myself, you know what I'm saying? Some days I went really, really fast. I was literally done like 1:30, because my start time was 9 to 2. So some days I was fast, some days I actually paced myself, you know what I'm saying? Finished at 2 o'clock. And the only reason I know about what the rooms look like, because the cleaning ladies, every day or every week, there would be some guests that, if it was a stayover, meaning like they're still there, they're not leaving yet, they're just going for the day or whatever. Because it was a lot of people that came from out of state that worked at like factories and different stuff in the area, so they'd be there and they'd have so much garbage in their fucking rooms. It was just like, this is ridiculous. So the cleaning ladies like, hey, could you grab the blue bin from the laundry room? I got like 2 or 3 bags of trash. Alright, cool, you know what I'm saying? I had to help clean some rooms before. There was some guests like months ago. They had like 1 or 2 dogs, and the dogs had fleas. So me and my supervisor, she was like, nah, you about to help me clean this shit. That's how I know what the rooms look like, because I didn't clean the rooms per se, but like if I was asked to take trash out, like I would do that. Like I ain't going nobody fucking room. I ain't do no shit like that, feel me? Because another thing, the keys, everything's registered in the computer system. So if you use a key and to open a room that a guest is staying in, that shit's logged in the computer system. So it just got to a point where I'm like, yo, you know what, yo? I don't want to be. The only time I needed a key was to go clean the pool, because the door to open the pool, you had to have a key. So once it got to a point, like, I only took the A key. It didn't even matter what key it was, whatever key worked, because a lot of those keys was fucked up. I would take a key, clean the pool, and put that motherfucker back. Sign it in and out the same fucking time. So I will sign it out and then back in the same time. Like, I don't want to keep these keys. Like, no, I'm straight. But my job there, that shit wasn't, you know what I mean? I know they was jerking niggas because minimum wage in Connecticut is $15. The fuck is $13.75. But I'm Caribbean. Job is a job. I'm gonna work. Um, yeah. Job wasn't hard at all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like when I first started, yeah, I probably slacked off a little bit, but after quite a few times, niggas yelling at me, whatever, just being on my job. And like the thing I used to hate, the majority of the time, not always, but like the majority of the time, I used to have headphones on. So as I'm working, I'm listening to music, minding my business. Be motherfuckers walking by, talking to me and shit. Huh? What? Excuse me? Other staff members. Like, huh? What? Like, I'm not. I'm in my mode. I'm in my groove. I'm cleaning. I'm doing my job. So, I ain't gonna lie. It used to irritate me a little bit when people would stop and say something to me. And it'd be stupid because you'll look at me and you can see the headphones in my ears, bro. You can see the headphones. Why are you trying to say something to me when I got headphones in my ear? And then motherfuckers will probably go to the front desk and complain. Like, what for what, though? I'm not even bothering you. Whatever. Dollar Tree, I was a cashier. So, I was just cashier. I had to do putbacks and stuff. There'd be a shelf with probably like 12 baskets, and the baskets were labeled like what aisles they would have to go to. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The majority of the time I went to work, them baskets was filled like a motherfucker. And even if I wanted to do the putbacks, I couldn't, because they'll schedule me days to work where they know the volume was gonna be mad high. Feel me? So there was possibly no way that I could finish or even start doing the putbacks, because by the time I turned around, it was approaching 9 o'clock, or you know what I'm saying, during the holiday season, close at 10, so, or it'll be approaching 10 or whatever the case may be. So I'd take my register out, count my drawer, do the paperwork, boom, 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 then I'm out. But one thing, my manager, Suffolk, one thing he could never say that I like, that I never did, or whatever. I'm probably saying this the wrong way. There's a mat, like as soon as you open like the door to come into the store. I want to say 95% of the time when I was there, I always swept that mop. I always swept that mat, excuse me. That shit was filthy. Like, you come in, yo, dog, nobody swept this? Like, appearance is everything for the store. If I'm a customer and I'm walking through the door, one of the first things I'm seeing is that mat. If that shit look filthy, what the fuck is this? Dirty ass store? Feel me? So I always tried to sweep that mat as much as possible. Like, they had supposedly a vacuum cleaner, but that shit was broken. Niggas probably broke it right before I got there on purpose. No matter. I'm Caribbean. I'm gonna use these shoulders. I'm gonna use these arms. I'm gonna use that broom. And I'm gonna sweep the shit out of this mat. And anywhere else that needs to get swept. When I had free time. Feel me? I try to do some putback. Some days I was just like, yo, they don't pay me enough for this shit. They don't fucking pay me enough for this bullshit, my nigga. Minimum wage is $15 fucking dollars, dog. I'm not really. It was like, see, with Candlewood, it was two reasons why I was motivated to do the very best I could at that job. Number one, my supervisor, she was supposed to be my people's. Quote unquote, supposed to be. Supposed to be. The godfather to her two youngest kids. That's how you do me, my nigga? Say less. But anyway, I did the very best job I could at Candlewood Suites. Number one, because of her. Number two, which really should be number one, I'm Caribbean. We are workhorses. You know what I'm saying? Like, job is a job, my nigga. So I keep telling y'all niggas, I'm an immigrant. Niggas stole my passport, but at the end of the day, look my shit the fuck up, nigga. Trinidad and Tobago. You dig? So, niggas be wanna say, yo, but you from there, who's good with all this Spanish shit? Cause I got it in my blood, you dumb fuck. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, those were my jobs. Like, I don't know. I guess with me, after a while, like I sit there at the job. I get kind of aggy at the fact that certain places I worked at, you know what I'm saying? I'd be there so long and it's like, damn, there ain't no progression in this shit. So I would still do my job, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that fire, that passion when I first started, sometimes it would slowly diminish. Don't get me wrong. Once again, I'm Caribbean. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna do my job. But I don't know. That's how it was after a while with Dollar Tree, because I was just like, yo, I'm looking at the whole aspect of what the fuck these people were paying me. I can't concern myself with anybody else because I'm the one that was getting jerked, not everybody else. Niggas can lie and say,